History of Russia in 100 Minutes by Smart Histories. Russia in World War II. World War II was the most widespread and destructive war in history. It was a military conflict that grew out of the consequences of the First World War. The Soviet Union came out of World War II more powerful than ever. The only balancing power was the United States of America. Background: in the 1930s, the system created according to the Treaty of Versailles by the winners of World War I began breaking down, and the political climate in Europe became very tense. Germany, under Adolf Hitler, began taking land that was inhabited by Germans. At the same time, Stalin was also preparing for war. Alliance with Hitler. On 23rd of August 1939, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact of Mutual Non-Aggression between Russia and Germany was signed. It gave Hitler and Stalin a free hand to attack their spheres of interest in Europe. The first target was Poland. On 17th of September 1939, Stalin followed Hitler and invaded the eastern half of Poland. In November 1939, Stalin declared war on Finland. The Winter War ended with an informal defeat for Stalin. Of 1 million men that were sent there, at least 200,000 died, and Finland remained independent, although it had to cede some border areas to Soviet Union. In 1940, Stalin also annexed the Baltic states. Great Patriotic War. Although neither one decided to keep to the non-aggression pact, Hitler made the first move, attacking Russia on 22nd of June 1941. Operation Barbarossa, as it was called, came as a shock to Stalin. Thus, the German-Soviet War, 1941 to 1945, began. In Russia, it is known as the Great Patriotic War. The Soviet Union was not yet ready for war, and Hitler's Blitzkrieg, lightning war tactic, was a huge success. After 5 months, all the land between Leningrad, former Petrograd, and Rostov had been invaded. The Siege of Leningrad, 1941 to 1944, lasted an unprecedented 900 days, but with little success. Hitler was also unable to conquer Moscow in the winter of 1941. The turning point in World War II was Germany's defeat at the Battle of Stalingrad, 1942 to 1943, near the southern oil fields that Hitler badly needed. Up to 2 million men lost their lives there, under the commanders Georgy Zhukov and Konstantin Rokossovsky. Hitler's army was forced to withdraw. After the Battle of Kursk, August 1943, it was clear that Germany would lose the war. Results: in February 1945, the Allied leaders, Winston Churchill, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Joseph Stalin, met at the Yalta Conference in Crimea, where the post-war world order was agreed on. The fact that Soviet troops were just 60 kilometers from Berlin gave Stalin an incredibly strong negotiating position. After Germany surrendered on 9th of May 1945, Soviet time, Stalin was reluctant to withdraw his troops and went on to turn Eastern Europe countries into his satellite states. Thank you for watching. For thousands of helpful resources of Russian history, please visit our website at smarthistories.com.